What's up, everybody? It's the Croc, my esteemed witness of the court. We've got a Gen 2 gang versus General Ross. I switch directly out into T-Tar while he gets up free spikes, and he goes out to Umbreon. Now, I'm okay with this because I can toxic this oncoming Umbreon. It's going to be great for me, and I can get Spiky back in here. My Ace Attorney, who, of course, was copied by Furio Tigre in the Tender Lender case. I believe it was in Apollo Justice. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. So anyway, I'm going to get my spikes up. This is the best time to do it. He's going to start cursing up. And what's really cool here is if he is the Cursed Baton Pass set or Cursed Mean Look Baton Pass or anything like that, then Chief Damon Gant is going to be able to break this very, very easily. I can roar him out and shuffle spikes around, and it is just going to be fantastic. So he's going to go ahead and Baton Pass these curses into this Lax. I'm just going to roar him out into Egg, take some spikes damage, and it's pretty lovely. So now I'm going to go double into Mystic Maya, predicting the obvious sleep powder since Mystic Maya is my rest talker. She does meditate under waterfalls for her supreme training, so I'm sure it doesn't bother her whatsoever. So I'm going to go into Metacula here because my Bind Boom strategy is my plan to get rid of Egg, because it will be a gigantic nuisance for me, and he just reveals this Skarmory. So that's okay, because I can go right back out into Chief Gant. If he's going to go ahead and curse up, I haven't seen a hardcore resistance to Thunderbolt as of yet, other than Executor and Lax, which is kind of mitigated by the Roar. So now, he brings in this Lax. I just set up Reflect. He does have the EQ, but Raikou with Reflect can take non-stab Lax Earthquakes for days. He could take Thunderbolts to the face when he breaks down, so he could definitely take some ground-shattering Earthquakes, and Metaculate can certainly take them. So what I decide to do here is I decide to bind this Snorlax down, because what I can do now is start cursing up on it respectively, and I can either boom on it, or I could go for Cursed Earthquakes, and I can deal with it that way. So that will be just fantastic. Getting Lax out of the way is always good. The supreme best Pokemon in Gold, Silver, Crystal. He is going to get the Paradera right there, but I'm just going to go ahead and continue to curse up here. So I take virtually nothing from non-stab Earthquake or Body Slam, and he does not have Fire Blast. Now, looking at what he was doing, I thought he might be trying to bring me to the range where Fire Blast would KO me since I was cursed down. My speed was down. Fire Blast would definitely take me out from this range, but that's not going to happen. I'm at a safe 2-hit KO very easily with this Earthquake, and he can't switch out thanks to Bind. He's just going to rest, and that's fine because it's still a guaranteed 2-hit KO. If it's not a guaranteed 2-hit KO, it is a hard roll right here, and that is perfectly okay. I am perfectly okay with taking that risk. He goes out to Skarm. Just decide to bind it, and of course I will be switching out of the Skarmory. Now what I could do here, I actually was going to try to boom to get free switch, but that didn't happen. I don't know how much it would have done with +2, but anyway, Cocoa Butz here, you know, Larry Butz, the nuisance. When something smells, it's usually the Butz. In this case, it's the Cocoa Butz. Sleep Powder, gonna go ahead and render that guy. Pretty useless. A lot better, easier to deal with now. And of course, Umbreon's going to take Spikes plus Toxic Residual switch in, and it is getting worn down very nicely. And of course, I'm going to go to Chief Gant in case he wants to mean pass me and trick and all that stuff. He wants to bind me down, and Chief Gant ain't having none of that. He is the chief of fucking police. He's just going to roar some spikes around, shuffle some spikes damage, set Reflect back up. In case Egg wants to boom, I'm going to double the Metacula, but he does go for the Leech Seed there. Leech Seed, a very uncommon thing on Executor, of course, but I am going to boom right here. I'm going to predict him not to switch in this time to take said boom, and I'm going to take him out. He had Skarmory and Fortress to switch into, so that was a pretty ballsy play, but I went for it anyway. He brings in the Umbreon, Toxic Residual Spike stacking again. I know Fire Blast will take it out from that range after a turn of leftovers. He charms me. I'm okay with this. Fire Blast just going to take this guy out from the low percentage that it's at, and Umbreon, a gigantic tank out of the way. Gonna reveal this Machamp here. Now what I decided to do is go for the Toxic on this Machamp. I do miss, and of course Cross Chop easily going to take me out, but that is no big deal. I still have Vaporeon in the back wings to deal with this thing, and I'm going to go ahead and set up Reflect. Chief Gant going to come in like the Chief of Police, take this Earthquake under Reflect, and I am going to be able to wear this guy down with a Thunderbolt to the point that, of course, that Growth Vaporeon will be able to have a field day with this thing. But first I'm going to go into Cocoa Butz, and I could go ahead and threaten the Psychic. He is going to go out into Fortress, but because Spikes plus this special drop on this Psychic, it is now 2-hit KO. My Reflect is up, so Hidden Power Bug won't quite take me out. Looking at it here, I actually Hidden Power Bug. Yeah, it probably would have taken me out, but it is, I think it's Hidden Power Dark, actually. Or not Hidden Power Dark, Hidden Power Ghost. So he goes to Lax. Lax does not take this after spikes. It is a roll right here, or a min-max damage roll. I am indeed going to roll it over. Cocoa Butz is actually going to come in pretty well for once. You know that testimony he gave in DL6 about it's almost Christmas after he heard the gunshot. Very, very relevant. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I will reference it later. So anyway, Psyche going to take the Fortress out after the spikes damage. And I'm going to meditate under some waterfalls again, bring in Mystic Maya. It is definitely the point to do so. The only thing he can really do is Whirlwind out. And then again, I'll still come in and still be able to threaten with Hydro Pump. And there's one Hydro Pump bringing it down very nicely. Growth under Sleep Tuck, like I said, them waterfalls making Mystic Maya so very, very, very powerful. And right here, I'm just going to break away, you know, like break up. Yeah, we're not doing that. So Drill Pike doesn't do much at all. And just taking that nicely. Leftovers tanking. Here goes a Hydro Pump under +1. Now this thing's out. And here comes Machamp. Like I said, Machamp, even if he crits me from this point, he does have enough prior damage that Executor would be able to take him out with a Psychic. So that's why it's called Turnabout Mindbender, because Executor paved the way to victory today. Rate, comment, subscribe. My esteemed wins in the courtroom. Hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys enjoy the music. Rate, comment, sub, and later, and peace. By the way, still daily videos today and up on Vec and Lex Play. Got a Uber's Live going up on Vec and Lex Play featuring Primal Kyogre, and of course I've got this. Rate, comment, sub, peace out, objection, find the computer room, and peace.